TTPS gets a new top cop following historic handing over ceremony. Beckles Robinson defends her decision to have a slate for the PNM internal elections and the Hilton brand to build a resort and villas in Tobago East. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, 18th June 2025. To a top story this evening. Alista Guevara is the TTPS's newest Commissioner of Police following his official appointment on Tuesday, 17th June. The historic event took place at the Police Academy in St. James and marked the first formal transition of leadership within the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Commissioner Guevara announced his intention to meet with his executive team in the coming week to finalize and subsequently announce comprehensive crime-fighting strategies aimed at enhancing national security and restoring public trust. Alia Balgobin has the details.
The event marked a historic milestone as outgoing Acting Commissioner of Police, Junior Benjamin, formally handed over leadership to Commissioner Alista Guevara. The ceremony featured a parade with impressive displays from various units, including the Mounted Branch, K9 Unit and Special Branch, showcasing the operational strength and discipline of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
We turn a new page. Leadership is about continuity and vision. It is not about a person, but the mission. And so I am proud to pass this baton to Commissioner of Police Guevara, a leader of strength, wisdom, and commitment. I have every confidence that under his command, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service will rise to its greatest heights.
Commissioner Guevara spoke on the critical role of personal integrity and parental responsibility, pledging a strong response to school violence. He shared that his crime plan would first be reviewed by his executive team before being released to the public, describing the moment as a pivotal one for the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, rather than a personal milestone. Guevara called for unity and collective effort to advance the organization.
To send a clarion call to all the parents in the nation looking on, that listen, the future of our nation does not rest in your child's school bag. It rests in your hands as the parents, because you need to take control of your children. I have been looking on for the past couple of months and I've been seeing several acts of violence engaging the public and media attention about school violence and bullying. Under my watch, that will never happen.
This ceremony marks a formal transition in leadership within the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, with a strong emphasis on professionalism, public engagement, and enhanced crime response. Alia Balgobin, Tobago Updates Television News.
Leader of the opposition and political leader hopeful in the PNM, Penelope Beckles Robinson, outlined her team's vision for Tobago at a public meeting held at the Boko Community Center last evening. She reinforced the People's National Movement's commitment to the island's development. Reporter Kimberly Mitchell has the details.
Leader of the opposition, Penelope Beckles Robinson, expressed her appreciation for the opportunity to engage directly with the people of Tobago. Beckles, who is unopposed for leadership of the People's National Movement, acknowledged public concerns surrounding her decision to present a full slate of candidates. She noted that while some question the move, she reflects her vision for unified strategic leadership within the party.
Now, having a slate does not mean that you cannot choose who you want. All it means is that the political leader is saying to you that I have these group of people that I'm comfortable to work with. But in a democratic party, you still have the right to choose who you want.
She questioned the criticism surrounding her slate of candidates, pointing out that previous political leaders had led with slates during internal elections. She said the pushback appears inconsistent and underscored that her approach aligns with long-standing party traditions.
And it is important for me to remind many of the people who are objecting to that Dr. Rowley had a slate on more than one occasion. So too did Mr. Manning. And so too did Dr. Eric Williams. So I'm wondering, now that I have a slate, why is there so much objection?
As the People's National Movement approaches its 70th anniversary, she touched on the historic significance of her leadership.
Next year, the People's National Movement will be 70 years. And I'm the first female political leader of the People's National Movement.
Beckles-Robinson's address in Buku marked a defining moment in her leadership campaign as she sought to reassure supporters of her commitment to inclusive, transparent politics while reinforcing her readiness to lead. I'm Kimberly Mitchell, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, the opposition leader, Penelope Beckles-Robinson, has made a direct appeal for support, urging party members to trust her leadership and the team she leads. Specifically, Beckles stated that those on her slate are individuals who have either pledged their support or expressed comfort in working with her. She called for members to give them a fair chance.
And for me, I am saying that if you trust me to lead, and I've said to you, these are the persons who have either offered to support me or comfortable with me, I think you should give me the chance. And I'm being very blunt and very simple.
She has responded to criticism about her leadership style, emphasizing that effective leadership doesn't always mean being loud or aggressive.
Because everybody has a different leadership style. You know, you hear some saying, I ain't loud enough, I ain't aggressive enough, I ain't talking enough, she too soft. There's a lot of wisdom in listening. And some listeners don't always speak very quickly. And I'm one of those who do a lot of listening.
As the PNM election internals draws closer, she's standing firm in her approach, one rooted in trust, collaboration, and the power of listening, hoping members will see strength in her quiet resolve and allow her to lead. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned. Hair goals, we've got 'em. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Tobago, this is your chance to lock in the brunch experience of the summer. Sun up.
Real bad girl get nasty.
The brunch inclusive edition, the ultimate party in the East, where vibrant flavors, refreshing cocktails, and electrifying vibes collide. It's happening on Saturday, July 5th from 3 p.m. at Deltec Compound, Argyle. Bring your coolers, bring your crew, and brunch, sip, and vibe in style. This is the flavorful escape you've been waiting for. Grab your tickets now at Barcode, Harblow Supermarket, Lost Restaurant and Lounge, Deltec Compound, and committee members. Sun up! It's more than a brunch, it's an experience.
Tobago. This Labor Day, June 19th, API Music and Timeless Vibes Promotions kicks off Tobago Jazz Music and Golf Weekend 2025 with Plymouth Love, featuring Jazz at Dawn, 6:30 a.m. till noon, with Franz Job, Prince Unique, and much more.
Then kicking it old school.
6 p.m. to midnight, featuring Oscar B, Andrea J. Donowa, Joe Archer, and a very special guest, K. Alan Maloney, all at Plymouth Tennis Court Car Park. This entire celebration is in support of K's medical expenses. Just $200 per event, or experience both events for only $300. Tickets are available at Barcode, Nalandes Bar, and Island E-Tickets. Events supported by Frankie Tours, Bermuda's Biscuits, Tobago Updates, Street 91.9, Radio Toco, Stone Tower Studio, Eye for Design, and Click. Plymouth Love, one community, sunrise to sunset.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Minority Leader Kelvin Morris has vehemently condemned the repeal of the Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority Act, labeling the move a troubling victory for tax evaders and a betrayal of Tobago. The repeal, enacted by the House of Representatives in the early hours of Saturday, June 14th, effectively dissolves the TTRE and returns the tax collection duties to the Board of Inland Revenue and Customs and Excise. Reporter Joel Green George has more.
The Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority repeal bill was passed in the House of Representatives shortly after 1:15 a.m. on Saturday, securing 27 votes in favour. Among those supporting the repeal was Tobago East MP David Thomas of the Tobago People's Party, who sided with the government on the motion.
Honourable members, the results of the division is that 27 members voted in favour of the proposed bill, 11 members voted against, and there were no abstentions. The bill is passed.
Tobago West MP Joel Sampson was not present for the vote. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles-Robinson and the Trinity Maloney MP Camille Robinson-Regis were both absent from the proceedings. Minority Leader Morris argued that the decision is more than a legislative change. It's a direct threat to economic progress in Tobago. He criticized the Tobago People's Party, which supported the repeal alongside the UNC-led government, for weakening tax collection infrastructure and starving Tobago of much-needed revenue. As tax collection shifts back under the BIR, Morris pointed to the precarious fiscal implications, with the THA now expecting a modest $32.74 million in mid-year funding, just 1% of the national $3.14 billion budget supplementary. Concerns are growing about whether Tobago's needs can be met. Stakeholders in Tobago are voicing a mix of hope and caution. Curtis Williams, president of the Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce, welcomed the injection but warned of cash flow issues if additional funding isn't secured. Meanwhile, Finance Secretary Petal Ann Roberts clarified that the $32.7 million supplemental allocation secured is earmarked for covering salary arrears following the Salary Reviews Commission's report. Morris says Tobago deserves more than piecemeal support. He urged the THA's newly elected MPs, David Thomas and Joel Sampson, to loudly advocate for a fair and equitable share of the national funding, warning that without immediate action, Tobago risks being left behind. Joel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
The announcement by Sandals Resorts to revisit its plan for Tobago and potentially establish a resort on the island has sparked renewed optimism and opened the door to increased opportunities for Tobago's tourism and economic sectors. Global hospitality brand Hilton has announced the signing of the Elephant Tree Resort and Villas Tobago Tapestry Collection by Hilton to be established in the village of Roxborough. According to a press release issued by Hilton on Tuesday, the upcoming development will feature 40 guest rooms and 126 fully furnished residences. These will include 88 three-bedroom units and 38 two-bedroom units. The branded residences will offer buyers the option to participate in a rental program, allowing their units to be included in the resort's accommodation inventory. Each unit will span up to 1,560 square feet and feature upscale finishes including quartz countertops, elevated interior decor, and private terraces designed to offer scenic views and a tranquil experience. The development is expected to open in 2028. The Tobago Council of the People's National Movement has officially closed the nomination process for the upcoming Tobago House of Assembly elections, with 33 hopefuls now in the running. According to the party, nominations came from all electoral districts. Each nominee will first be reviewed by their respective party group, but only those endorsed by at least one group will move forward to the screening committee, which has the final say on who makes it to the ballot. Screenings for 11 districts will be held on Wednesday, June 25th at the John Dial Community Center. The districts include Bagatelle Bacalet, Bethel New Grange, Bethesda Laketo, Bonaccord Mount Pleasant Buku, Darrell Spring, Wim, Lambo Lowlands, Mason Hall Mariah, Plymouth Blackrock, Scarborough Mount Grace, Signal Hill Patience Hill. As for the other four districts, screening dates are still pending. The PNM Tobago Council says it remains committed to a transparent, grassroots-driven selection process as it builds a team it believes will lead Tobago with, quote, integrity and vision, end quote. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news and the weather report after this.
Hello, New York! Are you ready to celebrate the essence of Crusoe Land and the culture of Tobago? Well, get ready for Tobago Day in New York City, hosted by the Tobago Empowerment and Alliance Mission, Sunday, August 17, 2025, Nazareth High School Courtyard, 475 East 57th Street, Brooklyn, New York, 12 noon to 8 p.m. We bring the Tobago vibes to the Big Apple. Live music, Tobago food, cultural performances, and family fun. So bring Tanty, Granny, the uncle, invite the whole neighborhood. Just bring everybody and bring your significant other too. Come celebrate Tobago Day in New York City, Sunday, August 17th, Nazareth High School Courtyard. But I forget to tell all you, it's the 10th anniversary celebration. For more information, call 929-327-7857 or check Team's Facebook and Instagram pages, Team Tobago Day.
Dance Ensemble Tobago presents our signature event, Tobago Dance Sport Championship and Dancing with the Caribbean Stars. Lights, cameras, dance. Our 12th edition on Saturday the 12th of July, 5 p.m. The Chopin Cultural Complex Auditorium. See our dancers, all ages, compete in waltz, jive, rumba, salsa, mambo, and much more. Our Dancing with the Caribbean Stars. Who will take home the Mirrorball Trophy? Mrs. Takiana Ned Augustine, the wife of the Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly. Miss Lynette Louis, vocalist entertainer. Mrs. Cassandra Thompson Forbes, journalist and Tobago correspondent. Mr. Javon Carrington, founder and head trainer of Dosfit Studios, and Mr. Julian Skeet, administrator and former TV host. After show dance party with DJ Santa out of Trinidad. Early bird tickets, adults $200, children $75, and general tickets, adults $250 and children $100. Get your early bird tickets now from Dance Ensemble members, D&D Jewelers at Tobago United Cooperative, Milford the 24 gas station in Canaan, and the Chopin Cultural Complex box office. For more information, you call 772-9049 and 340-5758. You can't miss this one.
The Trinidad and Tobago Inter-Island Transportation Company Limited has announced additional sailings of the MV Cabo Star on Saturday, June 21st and Saturday, July 5th, 2025. These trips aim to support stockpiling ahead of the vessel's scheduled dry docking. On both dates, the vessel will depart Port of Spain at 1 p.m. and return from Scarborough at 10 p.m. Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight is expected to be initially fair with a few isolated showers, particularly after midnight. The temperature tonight is expected to drop to 25 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, you can expect showery spells favoring the morning period, which will interrupt generally fair, slightly hazy and at times breezy conditions. There is a low chance of an odd isolated thunderstorm. Daytime temperatures are expected to reach 30 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 33 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:41 and the sunset at 6:27. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines. The TTPS gets a new top cop following historic handing over ceremony. Beckles Robinson defends her decision to have a slate for the PNM internal elections, and the Hilton brand to build a resort and villas in Tobago East. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.